Well, I had been looking for a reason to do my first video. Thank you, Jesse, for giving me the push I needed. I just have to say, your video about T-spiracy today was absolute trash. Absolute trash. You say that you've never doxed anybody? Well, no, you didn't necessarily dox people. Supposedly you were convinced by your brother Kai, Ashley, Lenny, Cody, whoever he is today, not to. Trust me, I have seen the screenshots. I have seen the Twitter. You say it's not over? Not over, you say? You said that you decided not to walk away and continue to do videos because your adoring public told you not to? Considering you've turned off all your sub counts on your channel, it leads me to believe that your subs have left you. Please tell me when you've ever apologized and been serious. You've pulled a KJ. I'm sorry, but do you know what that means? Everything before the but is invalid. You said that you've admitted to your fuckery on Twitter and that it was the biggest mistake of your life and you regret it. You regret creating an illusion that you had evidence on KJ to trip her into incriminating herself. Why did you feel it was appropriate to seek out complete strangers to tell this grand plan to, and then blame it on Julie Virgo when it came to light? And, just for the record, I'm sure Emily D. Baker wouldn't like someone like you claiming facts, not fuckery. She wouldn't want to be connected to a loose cannon like you in any way, shape, or form. You tried to say that you worked with someone named Michael Health who never worked at Papios, but knew KJ when she worked there. That's really funny because we have video of you saying that he did work at Papios. You said that you fucked up big time with what you did on Twitter, but you were only helping a friend of yours. That too is interesting. We have screenshots of you saying you were trying to help out your friend Michael, who someone called a pedo. The only Michael that was said about was Michael Saltz. But yet now you try to say that you were just helping your mate and we have made this up in our minds. Okay. You have no idea why people keep insisting that you were pretending to be female. Perhaps because the shirt that she was wearing in that banner picture was also seen in today's video. Isn't that funny? No, Julie Virgo didn't state she couldn't confirm it was you. Well, she did, but can you not detect sarcasm? She wasn't serious. Don't pull this, I have no hair and no breasts shit. That girl never showed herself except for a picture where her face wasn't visible. Her videos were nothing more than her talking with what appears to be a voice changer. So guess what? Who knows whether she has bleach blonde hair and boobs and it's 18? And by the way, for your information, no girl says she has bleach blonde hair. No one uses that term anymore, and they haven't in years. You say you have a twin, and he's identical? Okay. You say that we need to use our brains? How about you? Do you know what an identical twin means? It means you would both be either bald or have long, black, curly hair. It means either you both would have glasses or neither would have glasses. But nice try. That Photoshop photo of you both together was cute. And Ashley didn't have hair in it, so where'd the hair come from? Identical twins share identical DNA. That means they look, sound, talk, everything is 100% the same. How is this person with hair and no glasses an identical twin? If that's the case, you would both have male pattern baldness and wear glasses. You have the audacity to say on a video, if a woman comes past me and slaps me on a hat, slaps me on the head, calls me, I don't know, a scum or something, I'll simply go up to her, whack her back across the mouth, and say, call me it again and see what you get, because as far as I'm concerned, she deserves it. If a woman slaps you on the hat, you'll slap her across her mouth? I have never in my life heard anyone say something so disgusting. You say since you can't attack us physically, you'll attack us mentally and through YouTube? Oh, thank you for creating an evidence of your harassment to a group of wonderful ladies. Then you want to say this is your first video on Tspiracy. Oh, that's so interesting because I have another one downloaded to my computer. Just as everyone's documenting KJ, we're documenting you as well. You are every bit as problematic, if not more. You are completely and totally unhinged, in my opinion. You want to double dare Tspiracy? Triple dare her? She has an army behind her. Who do you have left? You have the audacity to accuse Tspiracy of not admitting to mistakes? You say lots of people hate her? You're right, it had to do with her bringing on KJ's former mod. People were upset because of a miscommunication between her and the ex-mod. Try looking at the ex-mod's channel. You will see an apology from her because she admits that she was upset about something totally unrelated to Tspiracy and shouldn't have taken it out on her. People were upset because they took the video the ex-mod posted at face value without understanding the full context behind it. YouTube has turned against you. You say YouTube is more concerned about money than cyberbullying? Are you on absolute crack? No, YouTube didn't turn against you. You filed a false claim. Actually, not one, but three. Are you kidding me? A multi-billion-dollar company cares enough to turn against you? Okay. YouTube condones cyberbullying and you have the money to sue them? That is hilarious. They will laugh you out of court in a second. You say there's no evidence of you threatening anybody. Would you like to talk to the people that have screenshots of those Would you like to talk to the people that have screenshots of those threats? I don't know what else to say to you. You want proof of death threats that you cast against Julie Virgo? You really want those receipts? Feel free because I've got them. Lots of people do. Do you want receipts of all the comments you have made against us? Go for it. I have those too. In the UK where you live, it's acceptable to greet women as bitches when it's in good fun? Calling me a stuck-up bitch was all in good fun? I have clips of you calling me a bitch on a stream, and chicken cakes saying, "Who called you a bitch?" How did you respond? You said, "I did." Cute. Double down on that shit. Double down. Was that all in good fun? You say it's okay to say to friends. Oh, Jesse, sweet boy, where did you ever get the impression any of us considered you to be a friend? And you said you weren't going to call women bitches anymore. That didn't last long. It was probably less than 20 minutes or so before you went get back to calling Tspiracy a bitch and trash. The level of rudeness I have seen from you is absolutely ridiculous. And you cannot claim that Tspiracy at any point doxed you. You stated your age and birth date on many occasions, on multiple streams, which again, we have copies of. Everyone knows where you're from because you made it very clear what country you came from. You also sent that information to Tspiracy in your fake phishing attempt. But how is this doxing? All of the things that have been said is information you personally released. In fact, there's things I could say in this stream that also are things that you personally released. Why? Because I at one point did watch your streams. But I digress. Cyberbullying? You want to call this cyberbullying. Are you fucking kidding me? So what you have done to KJ for the last 6 months or so was not cyberbullying? Tspiracy took your videos out of context? Really? Because that sure seems to be everything your videos on KJ were. You struck Tspiracy, including 2 videos with a combined less than 30 seconds of content from your videos. Less than 30 seconds. She doesn't need your permission for fair use. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. Did you ever even one time contact KJ and say, "Hey, do you mind if I use your video to insult you?" "Okay, thank you." No, that's not how this works. YouTube simply doesn't work that way. How about this? Did you contact the content creator whose thumbnail you stole? That's copyright infringement. Just saying. What Tspiracy did? That was under fair use. What you did was a clear violation of copyright law. So, really quickly, since you seem unfamiliar with what the fair use law is, Let me help you out. Fair use says that using copyrighted material can be done without seeking rights to the work when you're doing things like commenting, critiquing, parodying, reporting, research, and teaching. Teespiracy was doing commentary and critique. Fair use. Period. What you've done to her is cyberbullying her. It is the textbook definition of cyberbullying in every way, shape, or form. Trying to shut her channel down is trying to silence her. You said you're trying to strike that video again? Good job. You try that. You claim that you know how YouTube works. Try and strike that video again, and guess what? You could lose your own channel. YouTube doesn't take lightly to false and vexatious claims. You claim that you've read the terms of service. Clearly, you haven't. False strikes and misuse of the reporting system is grounds for account termination. Period. End of story. That is not a threat. That is terms of use. Teespiracy did not threaten you. She gave you a choice. The choice was to remove your strikes or she goes forward on her end with her attorney. That's not a threat. That was giving you one last chance to jump out of a sinking ship. But you would rather stay in the water, but you would rather stay in as the water is flooding in around you. She was giving you a favor, giving you that chance. Personally, if I were her, I would have had my attorney file and said, screw it. I wouldn't have given you the chance. She was far kinder than I ever would have been. Teespiracy isn't costing you your subs. Your own behavior has cost you your subs. You say that you appreciate your subs? That's a load of crap. You are getting ratioed and bad comments because people have seen your problematic behavior, not because of anything Teespiracy has said or put in a video. How dare you accuse her of lying? How dare you? You have misrepresented every bit of this and created a narrative where you're the victim. How KJ-like. Hey, feel free to block me. Oh, wait, you already did. That's another page right out of KJ's playbook. But that's fine, as if that's going to stop me from seeing what you've done and the ridiculousness you say. In my opinion, you are a very angry man. Very, very angry. And I also believe you really need some help. One of the funniest things that you said was that you are 100% transparent with your audience and wouldn't lie to anybody because you have no reason to. You literally had the audacity to say, I'm probably the only person that's truthful on YouTube, the only honest person. You said this after trying to set someone up for potential criminal charges. Would you even know the truth if it slapped you upside the head? Just saying. You sit there and say you're trying to be nice to women. Really? On what planet? The vitriolic speech that you continue to use against women sure isn't being nice to them. You want to get on with it and move on? You want to be friends with Teespiracy? I got an idea for you. How about you stop striking her? You want to be friends? Then you follow up by saying Teespiracy is a mean, stubborn bitch? What happened to not calling women bitches? You say she's trash? That's respect, right? You want to move past this? How? By phishing emails and false strikes? You need to stop threatening people. You need to stop making unfounded accusations, and you need to stop making false copyright claims. You need to stop striking, period. You have no grounds. Less than 30 seconds. Are you fucking kidding me? You have made your channel off of KJ's back. You've made your money because of KJ. 10 or 12-minute videos that were nothing but her content with your words interspersed. Do I need to get you a dictionary so that you can understand what interspersed means? Jesse, you seriously have no room to talk. Teespiracy needed permission to use your content? Dude, less than 30 seconds of footage in 2 videos. It's called fair use, buddy. Do you really want to go that road? Do you really want to go that road? You have insulted, harassed, stated an intention to dox, filed false strikes, threatened to incriminate someone into an admission of guilt. Do I need to continue? Do I really need to continue? Keep it up. You are walking a very fine line. At this point, I guarantee you can anticipate a strike against your video on Tspiracy today for actual cyberbullying. It was abusive, it was harassing, it was threatening. You straight up said that you're going to place yet another strike on a video that has already been cleared. Yeah, for that, I sure will strike. That's a promise. You are an angry, angry man. Angry. And you should be so very ashamed of yourself.